I might have gray hair, and if I don't shave, I end up looking like the Black Santa Claus, but I'm still young in this game. I'm mad I didn't see this coming.
So the European Union has not really worked out well for Europe. So naturally, the Biden administration wants to create something very much like that in North America, an EU-style government.
They are trying to merge the U.S. with Mexico and Canada. Yeah.
Mr. Blinken spoke about consolidating the region of North America, and we agree on that. We are also in favor of a unity of the entire American continent, like the way the first European community emerged and converted into the European Union. That's what we want.
Oh, come again? What did you say, my persona negra?
Mr. Blinken spoke about consolidating the region.
What did you say?
Mr. Blinken spoke about consolidating the region. Mr. Blinken spoke about consolidating the region of North America.
Oh, so we're going to merge with Mexico in the middle of the most brutal drug war in its history.
Things that make you say...
So you mean they're trying to put us into the same style of government in the EU that took a populist uprising in the UK to break out of, to run away from? They want us to go into that scenario? Here's what they're saying in the EU right now in regards to Germany. German government calls on citizens to save energy so the country can get through the winter. This is how well this type of union puts the interests of people first.
I see a lot of people on TikTok cheering the Nord Stream pipeline sabotage, saying Germany's getting liquid natural gas from Azerbaijan and Norway anyway. This is driving the prices up, causing Bangladesh and Pakistan to have rolling blackouts. 13% is what the International Energy Agency says Germany has to cut their usage by to avoid massive shortages later on in the winter. If I was a guy in Germany right now, I'd be chopping firewood and stocking up on coal.
Is that what you want for America? Do you hate MAGA that much that you're willing to freeze and have to use that Ukraine flag that you have in your bio as a blanket to prevent from dying in the winter? Do Mexicans want it? Doesn't sound like it to me.
You're thinking of moving to Mexico City? Wow. One simple recommendation. .com. Gentrification is the name of the game.
They want to merge cultures. They want to merge the lines. They want to merge the Constitution. They want people like Jill Biden and her taco fetishes to have power over the whole North American Union.
Diversity of this community, and as unique as the breakfast tacos here in San Antonio.
The response from Mexicans is probably, what did you say, my gringo?
Hola, me llamo Drew Hernandez. Inglés? Sorry, Kamala. I am your host, Drew Hernandez. I am a taco, sometimes a good, obedient taco, but recently I've been a bad taco, a bad little taco. I haven't been listening to my white leftist masters lately. Bad taco, bad taco. I'll do better. Matter of fact, I'll build back better. Lo siento, Brendan.
I've never shown my family on camera before because I want to protect their identities, but I thought today on Taco Tuesday, where Jill Biden has officially called all of us brown people tacos, I wanted to invite my family in studio today to show all of you what a proud Hispanic brown family looks like, and it's this. You know what the far left wants me to do? Dismantle the nuclear family. Dismantle the nuclear family. Dismantle them. Dismantle my mom. Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Dad. I'm going to dismantle my family and destroy my family because that's what the far left wants me to do, is destroy my brown family because I'm a taco and that's what I've been told I am by Jill Biden. So dismantle the nuclear family. Dismantle it. Dismantle it. Dismantle the nuclear family. Yes.
I'll end with this. Luis Chaparro is a journalist and producer moving between the border of Texas and Mexico, covering narcos, drug cartels, immigration, and more. This interview on Concrete, I'll put a link in the description, is a must-see.
Well, man, in Mexico, it's always something going on, and it's been crazy for some years now. But I think it's just in recent years, maybe the last decade, things are really going off rails. Cartels are overpassing the power of even politicians or like the government.
He talked about how crazy corrupt Mexico is, and our three-letter agencies are heavily involved, allegedly.
Is the CIA working with the cartels?
Yeah. I mean, short answer is yes.
They are.
Yeah, man. Not only the CIA, also, I guess every other agency in the U.S. or every three-lettered agency in the U.S.
DEA, CIA, yeah.
FBI. Like most of those guys are collaborating with narcos, not only in Mexico but all through Latin America, man.
Doesn't it all make sense now? Recently, we found out through the very savvy and hard work by John Durham, who I think is doing an amazing job in the deep state. He's doing the best he can from what I can see, exposed that his own witnesses from the FBI were corrupt. And I think that's what he was really trying to do, allegedly. And he found out that allegedly the FBI paid off a foreign spy to lie about information about Donald Trump. Just one of the many lies they tried to put on Donald Trump. Why is that? Doesn't this all tie in? Doesn't it look like they're trying to stop a nationalist movement? Whatever you think about Donald Trump, whether he's fake or not, he's purporting himself to be a nationalist. He's rising people on up, like Carrie Lake and others, to be nationalists, Marjorie Taylor Greene. So whether Trump's fake or not, this movement that's rising on up, that's for real. And he's the head of it, and they're going after him. And obviously, that movement goes against this whole, let's just have one happy family from Canada to Mexico. Trump said, if you want to come here, Trump, along with Peter Navarro and others, said, if you want to come here, that's fine. If you want to claim asylum, that's fine. You're going to have to stay your ass in Mexico until your court date. That stopped it right away. What did Brandon do on day one? Repealed it. Repealed the executive order, said, no, you don't have to do that anymore. Why do you think they want the open borders? It's not just the cheap labor. It's just not the potential of votes for the Democratic Party. It's probably for this too.
Whatever we tried to do at the border, we ran into court orders, injunctions in hostile courts, and it just wasn't working. So the boss, he's like ripped, so like we're almost 2 years in. He's like, what is going on? So what are we going to do? So Cipollone, the White House legal counsel, and I come up with this idea, which is to threaten Mexico with tariffs as a way to get them to stiffen up their border on their side, right? So that goes down, and 24 hours in the news cycle, like Bannon be running Morning Joe clips with heads exploding. You can't do that. But sure enough, within 24 hours, the Mexicans sent over 20,000 troops to the border. But more importantly, Stephen, this was the solution. This safe third nation agreement where the illegals had to stay on Mexico's side of the border until their status was adjudicated, which is the same as saying they might as well stay home. So we took that victory and immediately parlayed it into similar victories in the Northern Triangle countries, Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador. And at least at that time, before the Biden invasion, that was about 95% of the illegal immigration. So, boom, solved. We wanted the border wall, but you didn't even need a border wall at that point, right? Done. And so what happens is, fast forward, Biden's one of the first things he does besides undo my order on the Keystone Pipeline is what? He undoes the safe nation for Mexico. I don't even think he knew what he was doing. First day, it's like, I got to get rid of this.
Let me ask you this. This drug, fentanyl's the number one killer for people 18 to 45 in our country. And for some odd reason, corporate Republicans and Democrats don't even want to talk about it, much less do anything about it. It's only MAGA that's really bringing this thing up. It's funny what you might do hypothetically if a cold comes over your country. You might lock stuff down. You might do all these crazy government overreaches. But when it comes to this drug, where's the passion? Allegedly, the CIA is involved and knows what's going on with the cartels down there. Allegedly, the cartels are getting the funding and getting it from China, and there's no energy against it. Why is that? Maybe that's because if you want to merge the U.S. with Mexico, that you have to acknowledge that the Mexican government doesn't really run it down there. The cartels do. So the cartels are like, okay, you want to merge the governments? Well, you're going to have to get used to how we operate things. You're going to have to get used to our product. This is what we do. We're funding it. You pay for it. You get it. Okay, our government, we're right on board with you. We will do this North American Union as long as we're strong as ever. With that in mind, The phrase MAGA does resonate with me as the acronym stands, Make America Great Again, because I do want America to be great, and they don't. They want a new America. If you want to see all my videos from political stuff to non-political stuff, the easiest way is to visit middlemaga.com. I'll see you there. Got blogs, got a link to the gear, got a link to our Discord, and we can keep in touch. I'm not going to be on YouTube long term. This censorship is no joke. I'll be off. You'll be able to see my Rumble videos, all that, and you can put your email in there so I can always stay in touch. Let me know what you think about this merger potentially that's been going on for a long time. I've been blue-pilled, just recently over the last 18 months I woke up. So help me along this journey. What do you think? Take care.